Hello everyone, welcome back to part 2 and the conclusion of this replay of Pluto, now sitting on a fair number of siege tanks, staggering them a little bit, able to just push back any attack. I have a couple of Vikings, I have a medevac, SCV is trying to, moving out, gonna start trying to do some repairing over here, and out in come these siege tanks quickly destroying these destructible rocks, and these destructible rocks are gonna be able to just heal this, or be able to just start mining out of this north position. So Pluto definitely out macroing me this whole entire game. Taking a look at the harvester count, 37 to 44, so he's still definitely ahead of me. And taking a look at that army, his army count is just much higher as well. Taking a look at my base, I have what, a double, getting dual starports. I have a dual factory and a single barracks, compared to his quadruple racks right there with reactor cores and triple barracks, or sorry, triple factories. So triple factories producing a lot of units, each of them already queued up, all producing tanks. Now barracks producing a lot of marines as well. So as he's just going to be able to macro up a very, very large army. Hellions, I wanted those Hellions to try to come up that backside, but those two Hellions quickly getting taken down. So I'm going to go ahead and try to move more Hellions. I'm suspecting that there is in fact something over here on this side, so I want to try to go ahead and push in and perhaps deny him that expansion. I do in fact am controlling these Zelnaga watchtowers, and I'm going to try to go ahead and gain control of this high yield mineral. Hellions now going to go ahead and move up that ramp, going to try to take down some of these SCVs, or the single SCV, and perhaps delay that expansion for just a little while. Large number of siege tanks. Taking a look at the unit count, he in fact has 14 siege tanks. I only have a single Banshee at this stage in the game, and I was able to in fact use that Hellion though in order to try to take down the SCV and delay that command center. Now some Marines now coming in, so I'm going to try to use these Hellions, try to micro this, but this is not a very good use of my time. I'm still behind, and I realize this. So, and I'm just trying to micro single Hellion to try to take down a single Marine. Not a good use of my resources at this stage in the game. SCV has finished repairing all of these units over here, trying to move out with some Hellions, trying to move out with some siege tanks. I am not fully saturating this. I do not have an orbital command here, and in comes a very, very large army of Pluto. Pluto sitting on 16 siege tanks, gonna go ahead and siege up behind these rocks, and does a quick scanner sweep. And even though I'm already in position, this is just really bad for me, because these siege tanks can pretty much just walk into this and just take down the rest of these siege tanks. My army is just getting destroyed here. Large number of siege tanks. I do in fact have a few Banshees that I was trying to mass up, but I realized that with my Banshees, I wouldn't really stand a chance against those number of Vikings that he has already built. So those 3 Vikings really saving him from that Banshee harassment that I would have been able to try to pull off. Thanks for watching. I know that wasn't too exciting of a game, but that was one of the games that I really wanted to go over for myself to try to figure out what I did wrong. Now, at this stage in the game, I think I just was incorrect in letting him out-expand me, not figuring out that he had this early expansion so much earlier in the game, and I didn't really make him pay for it. I didn't push out early enough. I pretty much played in the dark for a majority of the game. Secondly, as soon as I saw that he had an expansion, I didn't build my own expansion that quickly, and I also forgot to transfer a lot of these SCVs. When there's only, 3 mineral patches left here, you do not need 20, 20 minerals trying to mine from 5 mineral patches. That's 4 SCVs per mineral patch. That's not going to be very, very high yield, especially when I only have, 6 or 7 SCVs sitting over here. So if you take a look at my income, there's a definite discrepancy, even though the harvester count is fairly close. And finally, what else did I do wrong? I just didn't build up enough buildings to macro up. Thanks for watching again. Thanks for listening me as I go ahead and just recap my lessons learned.